slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being...
Good afternoon, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth, and we are going to be calling this afternoon's rain-delayed play-by-play. We're going to go over the lineup real quickly. Coming up to bat for the Marlins is Slater playing right field, leading off. Ramirez is going to be DHing. Marcy will be in the 3-hole playing center field. Aldo Lopez will be at shortstop cleaning up. Hernandez will be hitting out of the 5-hole. Norby in the 6-hole. Edwards in the 7-hole. Hicks in the 8-hole. And Sanoa at third base in the 9-hole. Pete Fairbanks is going to be the opener for the Marlins today. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Max Fried. It looks like we are about to get this one on. Slater's ready. Fried is ready. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. And we are underway. Sorry about that delay, but I can't control the weather. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter catches the bottom of the plate. Count is 0-2. Slater is 0 for 8 on the season. And Fried sets, and that ball is driven to left field. Bellinger is closing out. It is going to get it in, so that is a leadoff hit. And he is now off to Snye, having his first hit of the season. Coming up to bat is Agustin Ramirez, former Yankee farmhand. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. And the pitch is on the way. It is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Fried sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is cap foul. Count is 1-2 on Agustin Ramirez. Ramirez was a boss last night with pitch challenges. And Fried sets. Checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is the first out of the night. A lot of movement on Maxie's cutter. Coming up to bat is Jacob Marcy, hitting 129 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and a 426 OPS. And Fried sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Fried has thrown 8 pitches, 7 of them are strikes. So he has definitely got a feel for the strike zone. And the pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 1-1. Three checks on the runner at first, and he sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the runner goes, and Slater is going to steal second base. The ball goes into center field. And it looks like Wells is challenging the pitch call. They called it a ball. And that is going to be confirmed that it was a ball. So the Yankees have lost their first challenge. And Fried sets, pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remain 2-2. And Fried sets. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Marcy is down on strikes. Going to be the second out. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the first. There are 2 outs with a runner at second, and Otto Lopez is coming up to bat. He's hitting .300 on the season, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, and an .864 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and that is lined up the middle, and that's a base hit. Slater is rounding third and is heading home to score. So that is a RBI single for Lopez, and the Marlins take a 1-0 lead. Nothing new. This is something that we've seen throughout this series. They always seem to score in the first inning. Coming up to bat is Hernandez. And the pitch is on the way, and it just misses up high. Hernandez is hitting .150 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and a .452 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is driven to left field. Bellinger is going back, and he is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out of the inning. So there is a runner left on base. They have 2 hits, and coming up to bat is the Yankees. And I'll take this quick moment to go over our lineup. Leading off and playing center field is going to be Trent Grisham. In the 2 hole is going to be the captain, Aaron Judge, playing right field. In the 3 hole is Cody Bellinger playing left field. Cleaning up will be Ben Rice at first base. In the 5 hole is going to be DH, Giancarlo Stanton. In the 6 hole is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing second base. 7 hole will be Austin Wells behind the dish. Jose Caballero will be in the 8 hole playing shortstop, and bringing up the rear is going to be Ryan McMahon playing third base. And as you know, Max Fried is on the bump want to thank everybody for being here on your Easter Sunday to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. Shout out some of the folks that are here: Joseph, Jonathan, John Browning. There are more of you out there, but type something so you can be acknowledged. If you haven't, there is a poll on. Take this time to drop your vote and let everyone hear your voice and know where you stand. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to one and the same. And if you notice, there are, hey, D-Rod, welcome. Happy Easter to you and your family. There are QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. And stepping up the box is Trent Grisham. First pitch is on the way, and that is off the place. Count is 1-0. Fairbanks is their closer opening up. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that catches the inside corner. Ball strike one. Is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. And Fairbanks sets. And he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Grishbaum. Not sure why they would do that. However, it is what it is. And Fairbanks sets. First pitch is, or the pitch is on the way, and that slider is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 3-2 on Grishbaum. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and that pitch is inside for ball four. So Grishbaum is going to take another walk, and he strips his gear off and is heading to first base. All rise. The judges in the chambers. The reason that they are going with Fairbanks as the opener, D-Rod, they just announced Fairbanks' wife is being induced for labor tomorrow morning, and they're going to let him pitch his one inning and put him on an airplane so he can get home and be there for the birth of his child. And the pitch is on the way, and that cutter is a little bit low. Count is 1-0 on the captain. For those of you just joining, we are in the bottom of the first. The Marlins lead 1-0. Yankees have a runner at first with nobody out, and the captain is up to bat. And Fairbanks sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0 on the judge. Fairbanks sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is called ball 3. Catcher is challenging it. And the call is going to be overturned. It was a strike. So the count is now 2-1 on the captain. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and he's going to paint the outside corner for call, strike 2. Count is deuce on the captain. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and the captain fouls this one straight back. And that's a goal. Count remains deuce. And Fairbanks sets. And the pitch is on the way, and this is looped into right center field, and that is going to drop in. And good base run by Grisham. He's going to get to second. So that is a base hit for the captain. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Cody Bellinger is coming to bat. And Fairbanks makes a pickoff attempt at second. Grisham is in standing up. First disengagement. That is a pitch clock violation, so there's going to be an automatic ball on. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Bellinger's hitting .286 on the season, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. And the pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Cody. And the pitch is chopped in front of the plate. Catcher's going to field it and fire it to first for the first out. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. So can we get a little bit of situational hitting done for a run to even this game up at 1? Or maybe a little bit more rat-a-tat and take the lead. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and that fastball is up out of the strike zone. And it looks like they're going to bring the infield in for the Marlins. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is guide straight back. Count is 2-1 on Rice. Fairbanks sets and fires, and this ball is drilled to right field, and this is going, gone. And that is a second deck shot for Big Ben Rice, a 3-run bomb, and the Yankees now take a 3-1 lead. That one went 410 feet and left Rice's bat at 110 miles an hour. And that's what I'm talking about. Yankees take that 3-1 lead. And coming up to bat is Big Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven into center field. So that is going to be a single. Marcy gets the ball in quickly. Hey, Landon, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fairbanks sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz skies this one to left field. Hernandez is going to make the play, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He's hitting 200 on the season. No homers, no RBIs. 504 OPS. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. And Fairbanks sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is even at 1-1 on Wells. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Wells. For those of you just joining the stream, the Yankees we're in the bottom of the first. The Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Marlins. There is a runner at first with 2 outs. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now even at 2-2. And Fairbanks sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. They're challenging the pitch. And the call is going to be overturned, and Wells is going to be punched out And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be Norby, Edwards, and Hicks. For those of you that have hopped into the stream, I want to thank you for being here on your Easter Sunday to listen to a little bit of baseball. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth families, please consider subscribing. There are QR codes on your left and right hand corners of the screen. Left is for Hardcore Sports, right is for Yankees The Ugly Truth. And if you are already a subscribed member, please make sure that you ring the bell and hit your notifications so that you'll know every time that we are live and not Memorex. If you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 16 votes so far. And our poll question is, how many hits will Ryan McMahon get today? Answers are 0, 1, 2 plus. Oh, we will see. And coming up to bat is Norby. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Nice curveball by Max. He sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is evened out 1-1. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is just a bit low. Actually, the umpire called it a strike. Said that the hitter did not check his swing, so the count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is a little bit high. Count is 2 up. Fried sets and fires, and that changeup is off the plate. Count is now full on Norby. And Fried sets, and the pitch is on the way, and the bullet is hit down the third base line, but foul. Count is going to remain full at 3-2. And Fried sets, and that pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. So Norby is going to start the second with a leadoff walk. Coming up to bat is Xavier Edwards, 467 on the season, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, and an 1133 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is a 4-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. And Fried sets, and that pitch is just a bit low. Count is evened out 1-1. And Andrew Nardi is warming up in the pen. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Edwards. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count evens up at 2-2. Freed sets and fires, and the cutter breaks inside. Count is now full on Edwards. Freed checks on the runner at first, and he sets, and he throws over to first, and Norby is back safely. Okay, Landon, enlighten me. Freed sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Freed sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to Caballero, flips it to Jazz, relays to first. That is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Coming up to bat is Liam Hicks. 400, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 1380 OPS. And Freed sets, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. And Freed sets, and this ball is a towering fly ball. McMahon is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Marlins in the bottom of the second. Looks like Andrew Nardi will be coming in. Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon, and Trent Grisham will be coming up to bat this inning. Okay, Landon, I thought you were going to tell me something I didn't know. I knew all that stuff. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, take a quick second to drop your vote in our active poll. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I want to wish everybody a happy Easter, and thank you for stopping in and listening to a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. So, how are we feeling about the game there, guys and gals that are in our stream? And Caballero's in the box. Nardi sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Nardi sets and fires. This ball is driven to left field. And the thing is going to drift foul. Count is 0-2 on Caballero. And Nardi sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied foul to the right side. Count is going to remain 0-2. Caballero is hitting 148 on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI, and a 381 OPS. And Nardi sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off down the right field line once again. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Nardi sets once again. Pitch is on the way. And this one is slap foul down the third base line. And we're heading to the sixth pitch of the at bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced. Nardi's going to field it, fire, and he's going to gun Caballero out at first. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in on this Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to you and your family. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And the first pitch is a slider that catches the plate for call, strike one. And our poll question today is, how many hits will McMahon have? Pitch is on the way, and the second one is a slider in there for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And it looks like the original starter, Paddock, is warming up in the bullpen. Nardi sets and fires, and that pitch is way outside. Count evens up at deuce. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. So McMahon does not get a hit in his first at bat. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. There are 2 outs. And the first pitch is swung on. It is skied to center field. Marcy is going to chasing it down on the track. And the Yankees go down in order against Nardi. 1, 2, 3. What do you see? Going to the top of the third, the Yankees lead the Marlins 3-1. Coming up to bat is Sanoa, Slater, and Ramirez. If you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in today's active poll. How many hits will Ryan McMahon have in today's game? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. So how are we feeling about today's game so far, guys and gals that are out there? Well, well, well. And it looks like Chris Paddock will be coming in to take over pitching responsibilities. Freed sets, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Nice changeup, catches the bottom of the plate. Freed sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is 1-1. Freed sets and fires, and that changeup catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Sanoa. Pitch is on the way, and it is skied to right field. Judge has got it and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Hey, Joseph, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Austin Slater, 1-for-1 on the day. First single of the season, first actual hit in his first at bat. Freed sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And Freed sets and fires, and that curveball is just a bit inside. Count is 2-0 on Slater. I did not hear that. Freed sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1 on Slater. And Fried sets and fires, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 3-1 on Slater. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and he catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is now full. 3-2 on Slater. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. Maxey is at 42 pitches in the top of the third. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off again. Coming up to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is through the legs of Fried up the middle, and it's going to get into center field, a base hit. So that's Slater's second hit of the afternoon. And Fried sets. Ramirez is up to bat, and the curveball is up high. Count is 1-0. Ramirez is 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a strikeout in his first at-bat. And Fried sets, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. Beautiful changeup. Count is evened out 1-1. And Fried sets and fires, and that curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Max makes a pickoff attempt at first base. Slater is back in, standing up. And Fried sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Max's second strikeout of the afternoon. Coming up to bat is center fielder Jacob Marcy. 0 for 1 in the day with a strikeout. Actually, that was Fried's third strikeout. Fried sets and fires, and the curveball catches the top of the strike zone. For call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Marcy. And Fried sets and brings the pitch. And it's right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Marcy. Hey, NES, welcome to the stream. And Freed sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-2. And Freed sets, and this pitch is lined into left field. Bellinger is going back, and he makes a catch on the run for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Marlins. As we head to the bottom of the third, the Yankees lead the Marlins 3-1. Coming up to bat is the captain, Cody Bellinger, and Big Ben Rice. And we're going to do a quick glance at today's Major League scoreboard. The Cubs beat the Guardians 1-0. Pirates beat up on the Orioles 8-2. Padres beat the Red Sox 8-6. As you know, the Yankees are leading the Marlins 3-1 in this game. In the top of the eighth, the Nationals lead the Dodgers 6-3. Brewers beat the Royals 8-5. The Rays beat the Twins 4-1. White Sox beat the Blue Jays 3-0. Reds beat the Rangers 2-1. Rockies beat the Phillies 4-1. In the top of the sixth, the Athletics have a 5-3 lead on the Astros. In the top of the eighth, the Giants are leading the Mets 2-1. In the top of the fifth, the Mariners lead the Angels 5-4. In the top of the seventh, the Diamondbacks lead the Braves 4-3. In the top of the sixth, the Cubs lead the Guardians 1-0. And tonight, the late night game is Cardinals versus the Tigers. That is your Major League scoreboard. And for those of you that have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Chris Paddock has taken the pitching responsibilities, and that first pitch is a fastball outside. Count is 1-0. Judge is 1-for-1 on the afternoon with a run scored. And the next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on the captain. And Paddock sets. 2-0 is going to catch the outside corner. Count is 2-1. Nice 92-mile-an-hour fastball that clips the outside corner. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is hammered to Summerfield. Marcy is heading back, and it's over his head. It's going to bounce off the wall, and Judge is going to be in there with a double, leadoff double for the captain. I suspect that Rice will be extended, as well as Cam Schlittler. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. And Paddock sets, and the first pitch to Bellinger is up high. Count is 1-0. Paddock sets and fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-0 on Belly. Paddock sets, and this one is foul down the third base line. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-1 on McMahon. Or on Bellinger, excuse me. Paddock sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up out of the strike zone for ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. Rice is 1-for-1 on the day with a 3-run dinger hit into the second deck. Indeed. First pitch to Rice is a curveball swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Big Ben. Paddock checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 1-1. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is grounded. And he throws, first baseman throws it into left field. And Bellinger is going to head to third. And Rice is at second. And the Yankees now have a 4-1 lead. That is definitely going to be an unearned run. So we have no outs, runners at second and third, and big Giancarlo Stanton is coming up to bat. Stanton is 1-for-1 on the day. These guys are crazy. They are bringing the infield in on Stanton. First pitch is on the way, and it is up and inside. Count is 1-0. I'm an experienced ball player, and I would not stand in the stands on a Stanton home run line drive. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to third base. Sanoa checks the runner back and fires to first, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. All right, that Rice's bat is going to be classed as a fielder's choice. Error on the second baseman for not catching the ball. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings over the top of it. Count is 0-1, and Jazz is 0-for-1 on the day. And Paddock sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And timeout is called. Paddock sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-2. Situational hitting, situational hitting, situational hitting. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is guide to shallow center field. Marcy makes a catch and a throw to third base. Not deep enough to score a run. So that is the second out of the inning. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. And Paddock sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Wells is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first at bat. And Paddock sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2 on Wells. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2 on Wells. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses at the changeup. He is down on strikes in his second strikeout of the night. So as we head to the top of the fourth, the Yankees have a 4-1 lead on the Marlins. Coming up to bat is Lopez, Hernandez, and Norby. So how are we feeling about today's game? If you haven't, take a second to drop a vote in our active poll today. How many hits will Ryan McMahon have? And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. Make it easy for you. There are QR codes in your upper left and right hand corner. Left is Hardcore Sports Network. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. Fried is not pitching the game that he has the first two starts. and he gave up his first run of the season. So it is what it is. He wasn't going to go scoreless throughout the entire season. Seems like he hasn't really got a feel for his off-speed stuff. A lot of it is up and away. And Lopez is in the box. And the pitch to Lopez is in there. Call, strike one. Lopez is 1-for-1 on the day with a single in his first at bat. And Fried sets and fires, and this ball is cued off the end of the bat. Count is now 0-2. And Fried sets, pitches on the way, and it is foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 0-2. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is guide to the shortstop. It is an elevator shaft home run. Caballero makes the play a couple of steps onto the outfield grass, and that is the first out of the inning. And coming up to bat is Herberto Hernandez. And Fried sets, pitches on the way, and this is a blooper to Caballero for the second out of the inning. One pitch and one out. I love it when it's the opponents. I can't stand it when it's our Yankees. Coming up to bat is Norby. Does not have an official at bat. Walked in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the inside corner for call, strike one. And the next pitch is going to be a sweeper that I think is a strike, but is not being challenged. So the count is 1-1 on Norby. Fried sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-1 on Norby. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count goes to 2-2. Fried sets and fires, and that curveball is up high. Count is going to run full, 3-2. Fried sets and fires, and that changeup is way up high. That is ball four. Norby's second walk of the afternoon. So the Marlins have a runner at first with 2 outs. Fried checks on the runner at first, and the pitch is on the way. And that is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Edwards. Edwards is 0 for 1 on the day, grounded into a double play in his first at bat. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is a rocket hit down the right field line, and that is going to ping pong in the corner. Judge is taking the shot and waving home Norby, and he is going to score. Edwards is going to end up at second with an RBI double. So the Yankees lead is cut to 4-2. Fried checks on the runner at second. Hicks is on the way, is up to bat, and the first pitch is a sweeper up and in. Count is 1-0. Fried sets, Ed fires, and that sweeper is up out of the strike zone. Count is now 2-0 on Hicks. Hicks is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He fouled out in his first at bat. And there is a disengagement, chasing Edwards back to second. And Fried sets, pitch is on the way, and that is going to be called. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is guide to left field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Marlins, but not before they get a run to close our gap 4-2. I want to thank everybody that is here listening to a little bit of baseball. Thank you for sharing part of your Easter Sunday here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, listening to a little bit of baseball. We're going to go over the scoreboard real quick for today. Cubs beat the Guardians 1-0. Pirates beat the Orioles 8-2. Padres beat the Red Sox 8-6. Currently, the Yankees are leading the Marlins 4-2 in this game in the bottom of the fourth. In the bottom of the eighth, the Dodgers have taken a 7-6 lead over the Nationals. The Brewers beat the Royals 8-5. Braves beat the Twins 4-1. White Sox down the Blue Jays 3-0. Red Sox beat the Reds beat the Rangers 2-1. Rockies beat the Phillies 4-1. In the bottom of the fifth, the Athletics lead the Astros 5-3. Bottom of the eighth, the Mets lead the Giants 5-2. Bottom of the sixth, the Angels lead the Mariners 6-5. Top of the eighth, the Diamondbacks lead the Braves 5-4. Bottom of the sixth, the Cubs lead the Guardians 3-2. And the late night game tonight is going to be Cardinals versus the Tigers. And that'll do it for the Major League Scoreboard. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. Caballero is in the box leading up. Paddock is still on the bump. First pitch is on the way, and it is going to be a fastball that paints the outside strike zone for call, strike one. Paddock sets and he fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball down low. Count is 2-1 on Cabby. Paddock sets and fires, and this is a bouncer right back to the pitcher. He fumbles it. He turns and fires, and he gets Caballero by a half a step at first. First out of the inning. And the first pitch is on the way to McMahon, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Ryan McMahon is our poll question of the day. How many hits will he have in today's game? He is 0-1 on the afternoon with a strikeout. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone. Call, strike two. Count is 0-2 on McMahon. Paddock sets and fires, and this pitch is down low. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2 on McMahon. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to the first baseman. Norby is going to flip over to Paddock for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. 0-1 on the afternoon. Grisham has a walk and a run scored. Paddock sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. Paddock sets and fires, and that ball is low and in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Paddock sets and fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. Paddock sets and fires. That curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is evened at deuce, deuce. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is skied to left field. Hernandez is tracking it, and he is going to make the play just in front of the track for the third out. Paddock retires the Yankees in order. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. For those of you that have just hopped in, please take a second to drop a vote in our active poll. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We've made it easy for you. There is a QR code on the left and right hand side of the screen. QR code on the left is for Hardcore Sports. The QR code on the right is for Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you are subscribed to one or both channels, make sure you ring the bell and hit the notification so that you know every time that we are live and not Memorex. Well, how was your Easter, John? Happy Easter to you and your family. Appreciate the support of you hopping into our stream today to listen to a little bit of baseball. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be Sanoa, Slater, and Ramirez. 9, 1, and 2. And Freed sets, and the first pitch to Sanoa is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Sanoa flew out in his first at bat, and the next pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. And Freed sets. The pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Caballero. He sets and fires, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Slater, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 soft singles. And Freed sets, and the curveball, actually the sweeper, is just a bit high. Count is 1-0. Freed sets and fires, and this ball is chopped down the third baseline foul. Count is even at 1-1. And Freed sets, pitches on the way, and this is guide to the right field stands, and that is foul. Count is 1-2 on Slater. Freed sets and fires, and the cutter is in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2 on Slater. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's Max's 4th strikeout of the day. Freed is up to 77 pitches. There are 2 outs. Augustine Ramirez coming up to bat. He is over 2 on the afternoon with a pair of strikeouts. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. First pitch is on the way, and that is guide to right field. Judge is there, and he makes the play for a 1-2-3 inning. And we are halfway through the game. Yankees lead the Marlins 4-2. Coming up to bat is going to be the captain, Cody Bellinger, and Big Ben Rice. 2-3-4. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I will be back in half a click. Appreciate y'all being here, especially after this, let's say, 4-hour rain delay. So I appreciate you taking time to be here. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And the first pitch is a changeup swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Captain is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. Next pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is in there. Called. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on the captain. And the next pitch is on the way. Changeup is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. It's funny. They're talking about Yankees who got votes in the mayoral election. Judge got 11. Paddock sets and fires, and this ball is tapped weakly to the third base. Sanoa is going to field it and fire it to first to retire the captain for the first time today. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a base on balls. Paddock sets and fires, and the pitch is just a bit inside. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And Paddock sets and fires, and the curveball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0 on Belly. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the fifth. The Yankees lead the Marlins 4-2. There is one out, no runners on, and Cody Bellinger is up to bat. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is inside. Count is now 3-0 on Belly. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way. It is off the plate. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Cody. And that's going to be his second walk of the afternoon. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice, 1 for 2 on the day with a 3-run homer in his first at bat. And Paddock throws over to first. Bellinger is back in standing up. And the Yankee fans are booing as anticipated. And Paddock sets. Pitch is all the way. And it is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 2-0 on Big Ben. Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is down low and in the dirt. Count is now 3-0 on Rice, so that's 7 straight balls for Paddock. He's going to groove a fastball right down the freaking heart of Broadway. You just watched. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1 on Rice. Paddock sets. And the pitch is on the way, and Rice chops this one foul. Count is now full. 3-2. And the pitch is not thrown. He makes a pickoff attempt at first, and Bellinger is back at first, standing up. So that is the second disengagement. Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. The runner was going, but that is ball 4. So now the Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out. And big Giancarlo Stanton is coming up to bat. And Big G has his samurai warrior pose, looking like he's wanting to tag one. Paddock sets and fires, and Stanton takes a mighty swing and misses. Count is 0-1. Ed Paddock sets and fires, and that ball is foul, tipped off the catcher. Count is 0-2. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses. So that's a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Big G. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0-2 on the afternoon. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Jazz is 0-2 on the afternoon with a pair of flyouts. And Paddock disengages. Takes the belly back to second. And the next pitch is up and in. Jazz does a ballerina spin to get out of the way. Count is evened at 1-1. Paddock sets and fires, and that pitch catches the outside corner. Call strike 2. Count is 1-2. Paddock sets and fires, and this bounces away from the catcher. Bellinger is going to advance to third. Runner is going to advance at second. So Bryce is at second. Bellinger is at third. Count is evened at 2-2 on Jazz. A little bit of situational hitting, a bingo, not a home run, just a line drive. And Paddock sets, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now full, 3-2. And Paddock sets, fires, and this ball is bounced up the middle. Lopez is waiting right over the bag. He feels it cleanly and fires it to Norby at first for the third out of the game or inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth. Heading into the top of the sixth, the Yankees have a 4-2 lead on the Marlins. Coming up to bat is going to be Marcy, Lopez, and Hernandez. I think Max Fried should be out for the sixth. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees the True family, please consider subscribing to make it easy for you. There are QR codes on the left and right hand corners of your screen. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees the Ugly Truth. And for today's scoreboard, Cubs beat the Guardians 1-0 in the first game of their doubleheader. Pirates beat the Orioles 8-2. Padres beat the Red Sox 8-6. As you know, in the heading to the top of the sixth, the Yankees lead the Marlins 4-2. Dodgers beat the Nationals 8-6. Brewers beat the Royals 8-5. Rays beat the Twins 4-1. White Sox beat the Blue Jays 3-0. Reds beat the Rangers 2-1. Rockies beat the Phillies 4-1. In the bottom of the seventh, the Athletics lead the Astros 8-5. The Mets beat the Giants 5-2. In the bottom of the eighth, the Angels have a 6-5 lead over the Mariners. In the top of the ninth, the Diamondbacks and Braves are locked up at 5-5. In the top of the eighth, the Cubs lead the Guardians in their second game of their doubleheader 4-3. And the late night game is going to be Cardinals versus the Tigers. And that's your Major League scoreboard. And I've missed a pitch. First pitch was ball one. Freed sets and fires, and that cutter is off plate. Count is 2-0 on Marcy. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream. Freed sets and fires, and the fastball is going to be called. Strike one. Count is 2-1 on Marcy. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Happy Easter to you and Evan and your families. Welcome back, Jonathan. And the pitch is on the way. It is down low. Count is 3-1 on Marcy. Marcy is 0-2 on the afternoon. Freed sets, and that pitch is off the plate. That's going to be ball four. So the Marlins have a leadoff runner on. Freed is at 83 pitches. Otto Lopez is coming up to bat. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounce past Rice, and it's going to roll into right side. Marcy is going to go third, and he is going to get there just ahead of Judge's throw. So that is a base hit for Lopez. The Marlins have runners on the corner with no outs. And Wells is meeting with Freed on the mound. Heriberto Hernandez is coming up to bat. 0-2 on the afternoon. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the pen. We are in the top of the sixth. Yankees lead the Marlins 4-2. Marlins have runners on first and third with no outs, and Heriberto Hernandez is coming up. Freed sets, and the first pitch is a curveball, and the runner takes off, and the throw is not in time. So Lopez is going to steal second, so now they have runners at second and third with nobody out. The Yankees are playing the infield at normal depth. And Freed sets and fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And Fried sets. Checks on the runner. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Fried sets, and the pitch is fouled off the umpire. Count is now 2-2. Fried is at 88 pitches. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fielded by Caballero. He fires a ball that is high, and everyone is safe. The run is going to score. It is now 4-3 Yankees. They have runners at first and third with nobody out. So the score is now 4-3 Yankees. Norby is up to bat, and the pitch. There is a pickoff attempt. Damn near got Hernandez. And Boone is going to ask for a review. They think that they picked Hernandez off at first. And he is out. Replay has Rice picking him off. And the call on the field is overturned, and Fried has picked him off. So they have a runner at third with one out. That is Fried's 37th career pickoff. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper inside. Count is 1-0. Norby does not have a official at bat. He has walked twice. Fried sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Norby. Fried sets, pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to third base line, and they are coming home. And oh my God, Wells had the ball in plenty of time. The home plate umpire flags that he is safe. That was a good throw by Caballero. And New York is going to challenge this one. He's out. Wells tagged by the elbow. This ought to be a quick review. And the call on the field has been officially overturned. Runner is out at home, so that Norby is going to be at first base. And the Yankees retain the lead 4-3. So there is a runner at first with 2 outs. Yankees still have a 4-3 lead. Edwards is up to bat, and the first pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Edwards is 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a double. Fried sets and he throws over to first, and the runner is back in head first, safe. Fried checks on the runner at first. He sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to Caballero. Caballero flips to Jazz at second, and that is going to do it for the Marlins, but not before they get a run. Fried is at 94 pitches, so I anticipate he will not be back for the next inning. So he completes 6, has a 4-3 lead as he walks out the door. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th is going to be Austin Wells, Jose Caballero, and Ryan McMahon. If you have not, please drop an answer to our open poll. How many hits will Ryan McMahon have today? And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees, the Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We made it a little bit easier for you with the QR codes in the upper left and right hand corners of the screen. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees, the Ugly Truth. Welcome to our stream, FJ. Welcome back, John. If he scores on third and there was an error, it is an unearned run. And Paddock is going to be out again. Paddock is at 60 pitches. And the first pitch to Wells is in there for call, strike one. Paddock sets and fires, and that is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-2. And Paddock sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is bounced down to first base. Norby feels it and is going to make the play himself for the first out. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is skied in the infield. Third baseman is calling for it. And Sanoa is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. One pitch and one out. I freaking hate those. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a ground out. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on McMahon. Will McMahon get a hit? Pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive into right field. So he breaks his 0 for 21 streak with a 2-out single. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a walk and a run scored. And Paddock sets. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call, strike one. And the pitch is on the way, and that pitch is going to catch the inside corner for strike two. Count is 0-2. So we're in the bottom of the sixth. The Yankees have a 4-3 lead. Runner at first with 2 outs. Trent Grisham is up to bat, and he has an 0-2 count. Paddock is setting. And the pitch is in there for call, strike three. Jesus. And Grisham is challenging it. He's going to lose this, and we're going to be out of challenges. Thank you, everybody, for hopping into our stream. Appreciate you being here on this Easter Sunday. Want to wish all of y'all a happy Easter. to you and your families. Your support is most appreciated. For those that have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Yeah, the problem, D-Rod, whenever you're pissed about something and you make those challenges, it's just not a good look. Coming up to bat is Hicks, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And the first pitch from Fried is inside. Count is 1-0. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Fried sets and fires, and the fastball is going to catch the outside portion of the plate. For call, strike one. Count is 2-1 on Hicks. And Fried sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at deuce. So how are we feeling about the games? Do the Yankees have what it takes to hold on and to close out this game for the sweep? I've got my broom standing by. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce. I think this is the only batter you're going to see Fried for. And the curveball is down and away. Count is now full, 3-2. Always, John, always floating for disaster. And the pitch is a line drive to center field. Trent Grisham is there, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. And Fried sets, and the pitch to Sanoa is hit to center field, and Grisham is there. Second out. Coming up to bat is Austin Slater, 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Flirting with disaster. Man, that is an understatement. Give me 1 second. Family's leaving, so I'll be right back. All right. Well, it happens. It happens, D-Rod. And it looks like Cassie is going to be the pinch hitter for Slater. Well, I mean, Landon, it depends. There's a lot of favorite Yankees that I've watched throughout the years. And the first pitch to Cassie is a slider down or splitter down low. Count is 1-0. Expect a steady stream of splitters from Cruz. Cruz sets and he fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 2-0 on Cassie. Cruz sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. Come on, guys. This is not the bullshit we need right now. Cruz sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Landon, my favorite pitcher, old school, was probably Ron Guidry. And the pitch is on the way, and Cassie swings and misses for strike 3, and that is going to do it for the Marlins in the top of the 7th. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Coming up to bat is going to be the captain, Cody Bellinger, and Big Ben Rice. And for those of you who have just hopped in the screen, we have an active poll. So drop your vote, let your voice be heard, let your voice be or vote be counted. Favorite hitter, probably Bicky Battle. If you haven't, please take this moment to hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. And I want to wish everybody and their families a happy Thanksgiving. And thank you for taking time to be here for a little bit of baseball. I have some shorts that are built, and I will be dropping those in the next few days. The Yankees, after today, are off until Tuesday when the Oakland A's come to town. Yes, I saw Mickey Mantle play. As a matter of fact, my most memorable hit from the Mick was in 1968 when Mickey was in old Detroit Tiger Stadium and he hit one completely out of the park. Yeah, Gator was always an inspiration to me. I started trying to pitch like him, big left-hander and whatnot. And I just could not come with that full overhand throw. I ended up throwing 3/4. Well, gee, Landon, you make me feel so young. Yes, sir. Chapman was always the heart attack kid for me. Scared the crap out of me every time he was on the mound. I probably ate 200 pounds of frickin' antacid. Denny McLean. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Paddock is in his fourth inning of work and has thrown 71 pitches. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off by the captain. Count is 0-2. All right, big guy. Need a little bit of insurance. And Paddock sets. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 1-2 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge swings and misses for strike 3. I missed it. Giancarlo Stanton, maybe. Bellinger is up to bat. He is 0-for-1 on the day. He has a pair of walks. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is guide to left field. Hernandez is tracking it and is going to make the play for the second out. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Paddock sets and he fires, and that curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Rice is 1-for-2 on the afternoon with a 3-run homer and a base on balls. 3 RBIs on the day. So let's see. Are our boys going to be able to add a little bit of insurance? And Paddock sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. Paddock sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Paddock sets and he fires, and that pitch is called strike 2. Count is 2-2 on Rice. Paddock sets, and the fastball is down low. Count is now full. 3-2 on Big Ben. Ed Paddock sets and fires. That is a curveball down to the dirt. That's going to be ball 4. Rice is going to strip off his gear and head to first base. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton, 1-for-3 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch is on the way and is called ball 1, and goddamn Marlins catcher is challenging once again. So that's probably going to be overturned. And the call is overturned. That is called strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Stanton. Paddock sets and he fires, and that pitch is down low. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, I would love nothing more, Nancy, than the Yankees to increase the lead. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings at the sweeper that is outside. Count is 1-2. For those of you just joining the stream, the Yankees are in the bottom of the seventh. There is a 4-3 lead. Don't think that I said the word God. And Paddock sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is evened at 2-2. And Paddock sets, and that sweeper is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Paddock makes a pickoff attempt at first. And the pitch is on the way. And that is a line drive to left field. Hernandez is going to field it and get it back in. So the Yankees, Bryce is going to advance to third. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. He is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Yankees are leading in the bottom of the seventh. No doubt. No doubt on that one, D-Rod. In the bottom of the seventh, the Yankees are leading 4-3. They have runners at first and third, and it looks like John King is going to come in and replace Chris Paddock. So,
hit the road, Jack. Don't you come
back no more, no more, no more, no more. One more time.
Hit the road,
Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And like I said, if I was in the outfield, sitting in the stands, and Stanton hit one of his bullets, I would not even think about trying to catch that. I'd just get out of the way. And I'll be back in a sec. I am sorry I had to go take care of some business. And apparently I've missed some pitches. The count is 2-2 on Jazz. And the pitch is on the way. And that is grounded to Norby at first base. That is going to be the third out of the inning. For those of you that have hopped into our stream, if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. Coming up in the top of the eighth is going to be former Yankee farmhand Agustin Ramirez, Jacob Marcy, and Otto Lopez. 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup. And Fernando Cruz is back on the bump. Ramirez is 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Yankees truly need to get some insurance runs. I'm not sure of how we're going to make it to our bullpen because Bednar is definitely not available. First pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike one. And Cruz sets and fires. And the splitter is swung on and missed for strike two. And Cruz sets and fires, and that is strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Hernan Ramirez. Coming up to bat is Jacob Marcy, 0 for 2 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Marcy. And Cruz sets, and that splitter is just a bit low and outside. Count is 1-1. Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Wow. Cruz threw a slider. Amazing. Cruz has thrown 13 pitches since his entry into the game, so his pitch count is looking real good. And Cruz sets and fires. and the splitter is just off the plate. Count is deuce. And Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count is 3-2. And Marcy's going to take timeout. And Cruz sets and fires, and that four-seamer is up high and out of the strike zone for ball 4. So the Marlins are going to have a runner at first with 1 out.
It would not surprise me for you to not have anything on your top because it's freaking monsooning out there.
Lopez is coming up to bat. He's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Has an RBI and a stolen base. All right, looks like we're going to see Jake Bird come into the game to replace Fernando Cruz. So how are we feeling about the game? We think we're going to take this one? We're going to sweep the Marlins? If you haven't taken opportunity to put your answer in our open poll for today, how many hits will Ryan McMahon get in today's game? Ed Bird sets. Ed fires, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. I couldn't agree with you more, Sean. We need insurance runs. And Bird makes a pickoff attempt at first. Runner is back safe. And Bird sets and fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Lopez. Ed Bird sets and fires, and the fastball is inside. Count is now 3-0 on Lopez. And that pitch is inside for ball 4. So the Marlins are going to have runners at first and second with one out. Griffin Kodite is coming in to replace Hernandez. And there's a mound visit going on. So how are we feeling about today's game? And for those of you who have hopped in, drop a comment so I can acknowledge that you're here. And I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. I appreciate everyone hopping into the stream to listen to a little bit of baseball on this Easter Sunday weekend. And I'd like to wish all of y'all and your families a happy Easter. And Bird sets and fires, and he hits Conine with the pitch. So the bases are now going to be juiced with Marlins. No one out, bases loaded. Yankees are holding on to a 4-3 lead. And Graham Pauley is going to come in to replace Connor Norby. And Bird sets and fires, and the fastball catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Pauley. And Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Pauley. Attack him, Jake. Attack. Do not nibble. Go after this guy. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about anybody stealing a base at this point. And Bird sets and fires, and the sinker is down low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive down right field. It is going to go into the corner. Judge gets the ball, fires it in. That is going to be a double for Pauley. And the Marlins take a 5-4 lead on our New York Yankees. And there's a mound visit going on. Conine is at third. Paulie is at second. There is still one out. Xavier Edwards is coming up to bat. 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a double and an RBI. And it looks like Ryan Yarbrough is coming into the game to replace Jake Bird. And Ryan Yarbrough will be coming in to replace Jake Bird. Sorry, my mic was muted. Xavier Edwards is up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a double and an RBI. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, could you please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing. We have QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners. Left is for Hardcore Sports, right is for Yankees The Ugly Truth. And Yarborough sets, and the first pitch is a changeup in there for call. Strike one, 73 miles an hour. Count is 0-1. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Edwards. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the fastball is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a ground ball to center field. Grisham is going to get the ball in as quick as he can, but 2 runs are going to score, and that is going to give the Marlins a 7-4 lead in the top of the 8th. And Yarbrough makes a pickoff attempt at first. Edwards is back in safe. Coming up to bat is Liam Hicks, 0 for 3 on the day. And the pitch is on the way, and Edwards takes off. And he is going to be in there safe at second base. And the ball was up and out of the strike zone, so the count is 1-0 on Hicks. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Hicks. And the pitch is on the way. And the ball is flied to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he has the play. Runner is going to tag and head to third. So the Marlins have a runner at third with 2 outs. They have brought in 4 thus far to take a 7-4 lead on the Yankees. And the third baseman, Sanoa, is coming up to bat, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. I want to thank everybody for being here on this Brady Easter Sunday. Appreciate you hanging with the game, especially after the long rain delay. First pitch is down low. Changeup is ball 1-0. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the second changeup is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Yarborough sets and fires, and the ball is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is going to do it for the Marlins in the top of the 8th. Not before they get 4 runs to take a 7-4 lead on the Yankees. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, coming up to bat will be Austin Wells, Jose Caballero, and Ryan McMahon. Yeah, it might be interesting. They threw Nardi and Fairbanks D-Rod earlier. So we'll see what we see. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And if you haven't, please get your vote in on our open poll. How many hits will Ryan McMahon have on the afternoon? And we've had a couple of subscribers today. I don't know who you are, but I want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. It is most appreciated. And follow-ons, I'll be dropping some shorts tomorrow. We have the next series coming into the Bronx is going to be the Sacramento A's facing off against the Yankees starting on Tuesday, and I'll be calling the live play-by-play then. So make sure your notifications are set so that you know every time that we're live and not Memorex. And the first pitch, the new pitcher is going to be Calvin O'Shea, Place of John King, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Fauché sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Fauché sets, and he fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Wells is 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Fauché sets and fires, and the pitch is way up high and outside. Count is evened at 2-2. Are you guys getting my audio and video feeds okay? The pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. It's monsooning right now, and I tend to have a little bit of issues with the internet when that happens. And the pitch is on the way, and curveball is off the plate. Count is going to be full, 3-2. No choppiness on the video, Sean? And the pitch is on the way, and it is a fly ball to left field. All right, thank you, sir. And Conine is going to make the play for the first out of the game, or the inning. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And Fauché sets and fires, and that fastball is down low. He had a little bit of go-go juice on that one. That was a 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Fauché sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Caballero guys this ball to right field. Cassie is closing on it and is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Come on, guys, don't roll over. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Broke his 0 for 21 streak with a base hit earlier today. And the first pitch is on the way, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Fauché sets and fires, and that pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Fauché sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is down in the dirt. Curveball. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Looks like a mound visit is happening. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce deuce. And Fauché sets and fires, and that curveball is way off the plate. Count is now full on McMahon, 3-2. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway, but it is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Will McMahon get his second hit of the game? And the pitch is way inside for ball 4. So he's going to drop his gear and head to first base. And we have Trent Grisham coming up to bat. A little bit of bingo, guys. A little bit of bingo. Fauché sets and fires, and that curveball is down low and in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Grishbob. Grisham is 0 for 3 on the day with a base on balls, strikeout, and a run scored. Fauché sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1, caught the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Fauché sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Trent. He is due, John, definitely. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is fouled off. That was inside. Come on, Trent. Count is evened at deuce deuce. What color is that goose? And there's a pickoff attempt at first. McMahon back safely. First disengagement. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And Grisham is down on strikes, going to leave a runner stranded at first base. Coming up to bat in the top of the 8th for the Marlins is going to be Cassie, Ramirez, and Marcy. And I think it's safe to end the poll because it's not likely that McMahon is going to get another at bat. So for all of y'all that have hopped in the stream, we had 35 people submit a vote. 42% said that McMahon would not get a hit today. 29% said that he would get one, and 29% said that he would get two. So the one hits win it tonight. Congratulations. Good insight. So do the Yankees have it in them to come back? Can they walk this one off in the bottom of the ninth? Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. And Sean Browning is the first one to chat in. He thinks that we can. Yarborough is back on the bump. You're right, Nancy. It is not over till it's over. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Cassie is 0-1 on the afternoon the evening with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is just off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is called. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Yarborough sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That is Yarborough's second strikeout of the evening. Coming up to bat is Augustine Ramirez, 0-4 on the day with 3 strikeouts. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the sweeper is inside, way inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. Yarborough sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-0. All right, Ryan, it's time to get nasty, brother. Time to get nasty. And the pitch is on the way, and Ramirez grounds this one to Jose Caballero, who fields it cleanly and fires to Rice to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jacob Marcy, the center fielder. 0-2 on the afternoon with a pair of walks and a strikeout, 2 runs scored. And while my man Sean Browning is here, I believe he dropped a short this afternoon. I recommend going over to True Historians and checking out what he's got. It'll be good content, I guarantee it. And Yarborough sets, and the fastball is going to paint the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is called strike two. Count is 0-2 on Marcy. And Yarborough sets, fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Yarborough sets and fires, and that sweeper is inside and low. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Marcy is going to be called out on strikes. And that is going to do it for the Marlins in the top of the ninth. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the ninth is going to be the captain, Cody Bellinger, and Big Ben Rice. 2, 3, and 4. If we can get it done, this is where we need to start. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. There are QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, wave it in front of the QR code for the channel that you choose to subscribe to. Hit the hyperlink and it'll take you straight to YouTube. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the ninth is Judge, Bellinger, and Rice landed. Hit the hyperlink. It'll take you straight to YouTube. All you have to do is hit subscribe and you'll be a member of the channel that you choose. Hardcore Sports is the left QR code. Yankees The Ugly Truth is the right QR code. And it looks like Anthony Bender is coming in to replace Calvin Fulcher or Fauché. So do the Yankees have a comeback in them? Can we tie this one up and force extra innings or just walk it off? And Bender sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on the captain. The captain is 2 for 4 on the day with a double, a strikeout, a single, and a couple of runs scored. Pitch is on the way, and Judge grounds this one to third base. Sanoa is going to field it and fire to the first baseman for the first out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a pair of walks. And the first pitch is on the way, and that slider is inside. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And Bender sets and fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Bellinger. Bender sets and fires, and that slider is inside and low. Count is now 3-0 on Cody. Marlins are challenging the call. I think they're going to lose this one. This will be the first one that they've missed on. And the call is confirmed that it is a ball. Count is 3-0. Bender sets and fires, and the pitch is going to paint the top of the strike zone. If the Yankees had a challenge, I would definitely challenge that one because That was definitely not in the strike zone. Count is 3-1. Bender sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Bender sets and fires, and the slider is fouled off again. Count remains 3-2. Bender sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off again. Going to remain 3-2, and as we head to the 8th pitch of the at bat. Play him tough, Cody. Play him tough. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. So Bellinger is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice, 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a 3-run homer and a couple of base on balls. Obviously, he has 3 RBIs. So the Yankees have, or the Marlins have a 7-4 lead on the Yankees. We're in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees have a runner at first with 1 out. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and the changeup catches the inside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Bender sets and fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count is now 0-2 on Rice. Bender sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Patience, Ben, patience. If it's in there, this is good. The Marlins are going to lose their second challenge and be done with it. And the pitch is upheld. It is a ball. So the Marlins are out of challenges. Count is 1-2 on Rice. And the pitch is on the way, and it is way off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Bender sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. You can tell he's either trying to get Rice to chase or he's going to bust him hard inside so that he has weak contact. And the next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off. Rice stays alive. Count remains 2-2, and that is the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Coming up for number 7, lucky number 7. And the pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. All right, Ben, patient at bat. Coming up on the 8th pitch of this at bat. You've seen everything he's got, Ben. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. That one was right down the heart of Broadway. That's the one that he should have tagged. Count remains full at 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is way off the plate for ball 4. The Yankees are going to have runners at first and second, and the big G bomb is coming up to bat. Giancarlo Stanton, can you bring it to even for us? Come on, brother. You know what to do. Line drive into the outfield stands. And there's a mound visit going on. Stanton is 2 for 4 on the afternoon with a strikeout. On deck is Jazz Chisholm. Is he going to get into the hit column? I guess we got to worry about Big G first. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is outside for ball 1. Count is 1-0. You keep throwing it out there, brother. He's not chasing today. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike 1. That pitch was off the plate. Come on. We don't have a challenge, so we can't do anything about it. Next pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses. Count is 1-2 on Big G. Bender sets and fires, and that pitch is going to catch the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. Stanton is down on strikes. To the Yankee faithful, your hope is on Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 0 for 4 on the day. Ed Bender sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Those who's just hopping in, the Marlins have a 7-4 lead on the Yankees. The Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat. Count is 0-1. Anthony Bender is on the mound. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. Yankees are down to their last strike. Last out. Come on, baby. And the pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is fouled off right down the heart of Broadway. That was the pitch to tag. And the pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. On deck is Austin Wells, also 0 for 4 today. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right center field. Ball is going to split the gap, and 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score, and Jazz is in there with a double. So the Yankees have closed the gap to 7-6. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. Wells is 0 for 4 on the day. Can he do what it takes to bring Jazz in? And they are going to intentionally walk Wells. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And it normally would be Ryan McMahon coming up to bat. And JC Escarra is coming into, actually it's Jose Caballero. JC Escarra is coming in to replace Caballero. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. 85-mile-an-hour slider. Count is 0-1 on Escarra. Escarra do a little bit of bingo. Tie this game up for us. If he gets a single, Jazz is scoring. And the pitch is on the way, and that is going to, oh my goodness. I think that ball is up high, but it's called strike 2. And of course, the Yankees don't have a challenge, so we can't challenge the call. And the pitch is on the way, and Escarra swings and misses for strike 3. That is going to do it for the Yankees tonight. Well. So after 9 games this season, the Yankees are going to be 7-2. We have the day off tomorrow, and we have the Sacramento A's coming into to the Bronx. I want to thank everybody for hopping into the stream on this Easter Sunday to listen to a bit of baseball, especially after the long delay from the rain. Your support is appreciated. Thank you for participating in our active poll. The final numbers for today's game are going to be Miami 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Yankees are going to have 6 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. King is going to be the winner. Bird is going to be the loser, and Bender is going to end up with the save. Before I end the stream, if you're right, D-Rod, they did give it what they had, and you're right, Nancy, it was close. No cigar for second place, though. Just info note, keep an eye out for some shorts that I'll be dropping. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. And I'm going to end my stream with traditional Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great remainder of your Easter Sunday. Thanks for watching.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.